What's up, guys? That one Venusaur back with the tutorial series, and this is going to be sort of a bonus video. Basically 1-2, the video that I previously uploaded, you can check it out in the link below. I indicated that it's a very difficult level to get P speed early on. So I wanted to make sure that I give you all an alternative for levels where P speed is difficult, or maybe you need a backup strat. I picked these up kind of as I went along, but I want to make sure that you guys have that wherever possible. So going back to 1-2, let's say you don't get the P speed, and I'll show you an example of that here. If you do your jumps too early and you're not getting your P meter all the way up and you don't get the P speed, you can see, I'll just show you right here. This is where Mario jumps and he doesn't have his arms out to the side. The P meter isn't flashing. So this is just normal speed. Basically what you want to do is do a full jump because it's going to guarantee that you land on the Goomba. But here's where things get a little tricky. That jump off the Goomba needs to be just right. Again, kind of Goldilocks. It needs to be just right in the middle because you want to make sure that you land as close to the edge of the pipe as possible, because you want to give yourself the longest runway possible to get P speed. Now, if you land close enough and run all the way through, you should be able to get your P speed just before you get to the bricks. You want to do the smallest jump possible. Just lightly tap the jump button and release it quickly so that Mario does the smallest jump possible. This will allow him to land on the bricks, and then you can do your bigger jump from there. Land on the little hill, do your jump from about the center of the small bushes, and then it's basically the same as the standard strat. You kind of do your half to half high jumps from hill to hill, in between the music blocks, onto the pipe, then onto the question block. Here you notice I did a little bit of a back turn. This is really just me adjusting because I know if I jump too high or too far. Again, that sort of thing comes with experience. I can't really teach that to you. You have to just do these levels over and over again. And then you just race to the end of the level. So one thing that I do want to highlight that I kind of touched on a few seconds ago is what's needed for these speed runs. You need a lot of repetition. It's very difficult to just pick these levels up on your first, couple attempts and then just you have consistency. That consistency is built through repetition. That's how we learn, right? I always think about it in terms of how we learn the lyrics to a song, right? We learn it by hearing the song over and over again or reading the lyrics over and over again. So it's the same thing here. You're going to learn these levels through repetition. So even those small things like the little back turn that I did, or how I'm explaining these jumps, it was all built through repetition. So as you guys are working through your levels, just remember you're not going to get it on the first try. You're not going to get it on the 5th try, the 10th try. It may be dozens of tries before you get it right. And the first time you get it right does not mean you move on to the next level. I would recommend that you continue practicing until you build some consistency and you can get the level accurately a few times in a row, then move on to the next level. Overall, the way that I learned these runs is that I learned the levels one at a time, and then I learned the worlds one at a time, where I put all the levels together from the start to finish of a single world before moving on to the next world. Again, that's just my advice. I'm no expert in this. I'm just an entry-level speedrunner hoping to share my experience with any other entry-level speedrunners. So thank you guys for watching this video. Be on the lookout for the next one. That will be the first fort in the speedrun. I want to thank you one more time for watching the video, and as always, I will catch you on the next one.